Hussein and welcome to our project 73 of this course. So in this video we are going to be building this bulb project by just using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so here you can see we have this button right here, and if I just click on this button, it will now just turn on the light, and it will also give us that sound. Maybe you can't hear there, but you will hear there once you build this project. And if you just click on it one more time, so it will just turn off the light. Okay, so this is what we are going to be building by just using a little bit of HTML, a lot of CSS and a little bit of JavaScript. Okay, so without wasting any further time, now let's jump right into our coder and write our code. So this project will be a CSS heavy, and we are not going to be writing a lot of JavaScript, but maybe like 3 or 4 lines of JavaScript. Okay, so we are going to be writing a lot of CSS, so get ready. So first of all, let me just create a folder, give a name of like 073, and then let's just give a name of like light. I'm going to just go with light on and off. So let me just create 3 files in there: index.html, and let me just write style.css. Come on, not C#, CSS. And now let's just create our app.js file for our JavaScript. We don't want any C#, thank you. And now let's just go to our doc type HTML, and here let's just write like light on and off. Okay, so now let's just link it with our HTML and also with our JavaScript. Okay, so now let me just get rid of that title from there, and now let me just go start working with our light. So the first thing I would do is I'll just create a div with a class of light, and inside this div we are going to be creating our wire and then we are going to be creating our bulb. Okay, so bulb, that's that. And inside this bulb we are going to be creating 2 spans, so duplicate it, and underneath that we are going to be creating our switch, and inside there we are going to be creating our button right here. Okay, so we are now totally done with the HTML side. So now let's just jump right into a CSS, and now let's just style that a bit. You know what, I forgot one thing. I didn't start with live server. Right click on it and open it with live server, so it will now open it as a live server. We cannot see something because we didn't provide something. Alright, so the first thing I would do for CSS is I will just remove this margin and also this padding, and also this box sizing will be set to border box. Now let me just get my body. Display will be flex because we want everything to be center. Justify content will be center. Align items will be also center. Main height will be just set to like 100 VH. Change the background to just a background this 2 to 2 colored, save it, and this is how everything is looking like currently. Alright, so now the next thing that you have to do is to attach a class to it. So for JavaScript, you know, I'm not going to write a JavaScript here, but this class will be for JavaScript. So if our body has a on class, so if you want to just provide a background of, not background color, but just a background will be radial gradient, and we want to just provide a 555 and then 111 as a color, so we cannot see something because we're going to attach this class to it. Anyhow, now the next thing which we want to select is our wire. So we are going to be just first of all selecting our wire. So inside this wire we are going to be writing our position of absolute left will be like calc. This calc function allows us to do the calculation of the values. So we are going to be just writing like 50% and minus 2 pixel. Okay, so now let me just write a bottom of just 50%, and now let me just give a width of like 4 pixel right here, and then the height will be like 60 VH, and also the background will be set to like 000, like totally black, and z index will be just set to 1. So now if you just save that, so here you can see we have this wire right here. So now the next thing which you have to do is to select our bulb right here, and now let's just style that a bit. So now let me just get my bulb, not build but bulb, come on, bulb. Inside there we are going to be using a position of relative. Okay, so the width will be just like 80, come on, 80%, not percent but pixel, and also the height will be also like 80 pixel. Now let me just change the background color to be like 444, and then the border radius will be totally 50%, so that it will be totally rounded. So now you want our z index to be 2. So now if you save that, so here you can see we get our bulb right here. Now the next thing which you have to do is to get the before selector on that bulb. So we are going to be using a bulb and before selector, before. As a content, I'm going to just write a content of empty strings right here, and the position will be totally absolute, and then we have a left property will be 22.5 pixel. The top value will be like just minus 50 pixel, and the width will be just 35, come on, 35 pixel, and then the height will be just like 80. Come on, let me just write it 80 and pixel, and background will be not bottom, background will be totally like 444, and then let me just write a border top to it, so like 30 pixel will be solid, and then totally black color, and also border radius will be just 10 pixels. So now if you just save that, so here you can see we have this before selector, and it will allows us to just provide that handle right here. Okay, so now the next thing which you have to do is to get our body on. So if our body is on, so like if our body have a class of on, so we want to just provide a bulb of after selector, so you want to just provide after selector in there, and now the content will be totally empty, and position will be absolute, and top value will be just 50%, left value will be just like 50% as well, and also let's just provide a transform or translate to minus 50% and also minus 50%. Okay, so that's that. Now let me just provide a width of like 120 pixel, and also the height will be also like 120 pixel as well. And finally, let me just add a background of FFF, like totally white background. Come on, it should be just 3Fs. And also the border radius will be 50%, and filter will be blur at 40 pixels. So if you save that, we cannot see something because you want to attach a class of on. Okay, so here you can see this is now looking cool right here. Our bulb is on, and if you just remove this class, our bulb is off. Okay, so that's that. Now the next thing that you have to do is that we have to also provide a linear gradient, not linear gradient, but also box shadow. So we are going to be just providing on class to it. And now let me just select our body, and if our body have a class of on, so we want to get our bulb, and now let me just write a background to it. So the background color will be totally white, and also the box shadow will be 0 0 50 pixel and then totally white, and then let me just provide a comma, so 0 0 and then 100 pixel totally white, and comma 0 0 150 pixel and then totally white, and also 0 0 200 pixel and then totally white, and comma 0 0 250 pixel and then totally white, and comma 0 0 and then 300 pixel and totally white, comma then 0 0 350 on 350 pixel, and then come on, let me just write a pixel in there and totally white. So now if you just save that, and this is how it looks like. I know it's looking a bit weird, so for that we have to just provide or after effect, not after effect but before effect to it. So now let me just get my body, and once my body have the class of on, and we want to get our bulb, and now let's just get our before selector in there, and the background color will be just totally FFF like white. So save it, and this is how it looks like right now. So everything is working the way we expect him to work. So now let's just get our nth child. So let me just write a body dot on, and now let's just provide our get our bulb, and now let's just get our span as well, and nth child will be now set to 1. Okay, so inside there we are going to be writing a box shadow of 20 pixel 0 and then 10 pixel totally white. Save it. Okay, and that's that. Now the next thing that you have to do is to get our body and then on, and now let's just get our bulb, and let me get the nth child of 2 like the second one. So you want to just provide a box shadow of minus 50 pixel, then not 50 pixel but 20 pixel, and then 0 10 pixel, and now let's just get our totally white color. So now here you can see we have this kind of color right here. If you just provide a border of like 2 pixels solid teal, save it, and now here is our button right here, and if you just copy this same color from there and paste this border radius, not border but just a border in there, so you can see this right here. So now let me just remove this ugly border from there, and now let me just get finally the bulb. So now let me just get that bulb. Now I want to get our first span, so you want to get our this one. Let me just show you. We want to get this pane, and you want to provide a position of absolute on it, and also top value will be 16 pixel, and also the left value will be like just minus 4 pixel. Display will be totally block, and then width will be just 30 pixel, and also height will be 30 pixel as well. Okay, so then we have a background of totally transparent, and now let me just provide a transform of rotation will be like 342 degrees. Okay, 42 degree. And now let me just get our border bottom of right radius. And now let's just write a box shadow, not sizing but shadow, 20 pixel 0, 10 pixel, and then totally 444. So now if you save it, so here you cannot see that, but let me just provide a border of 2, come on, just 2 pixels solid teal, save it, and here you can see we have this area right here. Okay, so now let me just remove that really quickly. Now the next thing which you have to do is that we have to provide that same values, but you know what, I'm gonna write it manually. I shouldn't have to write it like change the value of it, so I want to write all of the code. And now let me just write n child of 2. So in the first case we've selected our first child, now we are getting our second one, and now here we are going to be writing a position of absolute on it. Top will be just like minus 60 pixel, and right will be just 4, not 4 but minus 4 pixel. Display will be block as the other one, and width will be like just 30 pixel, and height will be also 30 pixel. And now let's just get our background, and background, come on, background will be just totally transparent as well. And now let's just provide a rotation of just 17 pixel, not pixel but degrees. And then border bottom left radius, and it will be now set to like 40 pixel. And box shadow will be like minus 20 pixel 0, 10 pixel, and then 444. Save it. So now if we save that, and this is looking weird, I guess I messed it up something. Let me just check my code. So we have bulb and then span. We have bulb, span, and child. We have this bulb, body, span. Oh, we forgot our span in here. Now let me just put a span, and now we are totally good to go. Okay, so that's that. Now the final thing which you have to do is to just tile or switch right here, switch and a switch button. So for that, first of all, we are going to be selecting our switch. So let me just write switch in here, and position will be absolute, and then we have a bottom value will be just 50 pixel, right will be 50 pixel, and then we have a width of like 80 pixel, and the height will be also 80 pixel. Okay, so that's that. Now let's just provide our background of linear gradient, and it will now set to like EEE, and then CCC, and then EEE one more time. Okay, so then let's just write our border, come on, border, and it will be now equals to like 3 pixel solid, and then totally blank. Okay, and now let's just write our border radius to be 10 pixel. Display will be totally flex, and then we have justify content of center. Align items will be also center, and then we have box shadow will be just gray, 0 pixel, and then 20 pixel, and then we have a 30 pixel and minus 10 pixel. So once we save that, so here you can see we have this kind of switch right here. But inside that, now let's just create our buttons. So for that we are going to be just using like switch, and let's just get our button which is inside this switch. Okay, so now let's just provide a position of relative to it. Width will be 25 pixel, and height will be just like 40 pixel, and background will be just linear gradient. And now let's just provide our 777 gray kind of color, and then totally white, and also 777. Okay, so that's that. Now let's just provide our border radius to be like 6 pixel, and border will be 2 pixels solid and totally black. Okay, and cursor will be pointer as well. So that's that. So if we save it, so here you can see it will now give us this kind of button right here. Now let me just switch off the light right now. Okay, and now if we save it, so here you can see it will now give us this button right here. And now let's just provide our before selector on it. So we are going to be just first of all selecting our button, and then before. Okay, so here now let's just provide our content, and then position will be absolute, top will be 0, left will be 0, and width will be 100%, and height will be 85% as well. And then we have a background of linear gradient, and now let's just provide a totally white and totally white as well. Okay, So border radius we will have is like 4 pixel. And now, so we are good to go. Here you can see we have this button right here. But now let's just provide our on. So if we are on, now let's just get our switch and also our button. So we want to just provide a before selector on it. So when it's on, so we want to just provide top of 15%. So if you just save that, and this is how it looks like. So let's suppose if I just on my lights, so save it, and this is how it looks like right now. Okay, so if I just off it one more time, and now we are totally done with the HTML and also with CSS as well. So now let's jump right into JavaScript, and once we click on this button, so this slide should be on, and if we click one more time, this slide should be off. So the first thing I would do is I'll just get my button. First of all, let button, it will be now equals to document.query selector of our button right here. Okay, so then let get our body, so we can just use document.body, or now let's just select it like query selector of body. Okay, so that's that. Now let's just attach the event listener on this button. So once we click on it, so we want to call this function right here. Okay, so inside this function we want to get our body. Now we want to toggle the class of on. Okay, so that's just that. And now if you just save it, and if I just click on it, all right, so nothing's gonna happen. I don't know why. Body dot, I'm gonna remove this body like so and just use it body, and if I click on it, still not gonna happen. Oh, here you can see we forgot to click. So save it, and now if you click on it, and here you can see everything is working the way we expect them to work. Okay, so if you just click on this button, so it will just turn it on, and if you just click on it, it will now turn it off right here. Okay, and here is our transformation. Search for that really quickly. I guess we found some of them. And audio, you know what, click audio voice link. Come on, I just should have spelled it audio. You know what, I'm gonna select a few of them, like free mouse click effect. Yeah, you know what, click on this one and also this one. Yeah, that's cool, but how the hell we can get a link of it? Only available to gold members. Only available to gold members. Come on, copy to clipboard. I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is cool, but you know what, this is cool. Click on a copy it, and if you just paste it right here, so it will not use us that kind of link. So I'm gonna try. I'm not sure about that, but I'm gonna still try. Underneath everything, we want to provide our audio, and as a src we are going to be providing that link. And now let's just give an ID of audio. Okay, auto start. So auto start will be now set to false. Save it. Okay, so let me just check it. Okay, we're gonna attach it to something, so it's false. Let me just comment it out. Not comment, just let me remove it. I'm not sure about that, but I'm gonna provide auto start. Auto start property will be set to false. Now let's just get rid of that what you give ID of like audio. Let me just select it first of all. So audio, and here we are going to be just writing like display of none for now. So once we click, first of all, let me just get my LED audio, and it will be equals to document.query selector of audio. Okay, so once we click on the audio, so we want to play it. Okay, if I click on it, I guess it will take a bit of time. Click on it. Oh, wow, it did start working. If you click on it, kind of old school, but it worked. And now I'm really excited about that. So I guess that would be it for now. And shout out to this web page, which is this kind of sorry, I can't pronounce the name, but you can just see the name right here. So shout out to this website. So I guess that was it about tonight's video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.